As we know where to go to when it comes to party, let's carry on and get to know London from inside out.
Here you have people from all over the world. You can hear, for example, in schools, you can have a school in a classroom that has 20 different countries, nations in it. So it's really mixed everywhere. You walk on the road, you can hear people speaking Portuguese, you can hear people speaking English, loads of languages.
David is right. London has been described as the world culture capital. It has a diverse range of people, culture, religion, and more than 300 languages are spoken within its boundaries.
People think the weather in England in general is kind of pathetic, but I like the weather here because it's the only place in the world where you get seasons changing. Beginning of the year there's winter, then you go to spring, then you go to autumn, then you have summer, and I think that gives it a bit of what should I call it? The change of weather after every 3 months. It gives a bit of quite precise, and it makes it interesting. You're always expecting something else.
London has a temperate oceanic climate, similar to much of southern Britain. Winter temperatures seldom fall below -4 degrees or rise above 14 degrees Celsius. Snow usually falls 4 or 5 times a year, mostly between December to February. Summers are warm and sometimes hot. Its average is 24 degrees Celsius and occurs between June and late August. Spring and autumn are mixed season and can be pleasant. Overall, the temperature extremes range from -10 degrees to 37.9 degrees Celsius.
We are at Baker Street. Some of you might not know about it, but what I'm just about to say to you will remind you about this place. Baker Street was the street that the fictitious character, very famous worldwide, called Sherlock Holmes used to live. Of course, that once we bring the Sherlock Holmes on the table, everybody knows about Baker Street. And he used to live over here with his friend, his partner, Watson. Isn't that true, dear Watson?
Built on 18th century by William Baker, Baker Street is home to the Sherlock Holmes Museum, an 1815 townhouse very similar to the 221B described in the stories. At the entrance of the first underground station in the world, you can't miss the larger-than-life bronze statue of the street's best-known resident. Next to it, Madame Tussauds, a wax museum with branches in a number of major cities, founded by wax sculptor Marie Tussauds. The museum displays waxwork of historical and royal figures, film stars, sports stars, and infamous murderers.
There's a lot of nice things in London. One of the things is that we know a lot of other cultures. I actually work with an Arabic lady, which is a completely different culture here. A good thing here is that we never really miss home because we have, I'm Portuguese, we have Portuguese shop everywhere. We have a little some roads in here, especially where I live, that are
Well,
just
if you like
English.
shopping, this is the place. Come to Oxford Street.
Oxford Street is home to a number of major department stores and numerous flagship stores, as well as hundreds of smaller shops. It is the biggest shopping street in London and the busiest shopping street in Europe with approximately 300 shops. You even find Brazilian shops over here, as this cheerful community is composed by nearly 60,000 people. Oxford Street runs for approximately 2.5 kilometers from Marble Arch at the northeast corner of Hyde Park through Oxford Circus to Sundial Circus at the intersection with Charing Cross Road and Tottenham Court Road.
Hey, I think you know it.